Salut à tous, c'est MrNeho, bienvenue sur Handicraft. On reprend l'aventure Los Angeles Noire pour cette deuxième partie de l'épisode, le Gasier. Donc notre enquête nous conduit maintenant à la caserne des pompiers pour voir le chef de la brigade qui voulait nous en dire un peu plus.
Lynch. Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well? Yep. Why? I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Is the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Alors, même style de chauffe-eau, cette fois-ci entretenu par Reginald Varley. Révision récente également.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove.
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps, you're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Alors il a dit un bec benzène comme veilleuse. On va commencer par le bec, puis la valve de régulation. Et, enfin je dirais... Non pas ça, s'il te plaît, anti-repose s'il te plaît. Et du coup en dernier, moi je dirais le ballon qui contient le gaz. Près du serpentin pour s'enflammer.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Explosion.
So that's how it's being done.
Voilà ce qui se serait passé.
Maybe there could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Alors les valves seraient défectueuses. Bon, pourquoi pas. Donc on continue l'enquête, on va aller voir le siège de InstaHeat. Est-ce que j'en ai déjà récupéré l'adresse? Ouais, parfait. Hop, petit détour par la carte. À la recherche d'un éventuel délit. Comme toujours, on va tous les résoudre. Voilà, il y en a un là.
You can drive. This is 11K, we'll handle the 211.
11K,
Ouais.
211 is at Booze Brothers.
Vol à Marnay.
22 South Hill Street, 11K, handle code 3.
I don't like the look of this.
On arrive trop tard.
All right, just take it easy.
Quit waving that cannon in my face and let's talk.
We're done talking, understand? You got exactly 5 seconds. 1, 2.
Pas le temps de compter lui.
Try shooting someone with a gun of his own.
Tiens, il y a une voiture. Et... Oh, ils vont avec du lourd là. Bon, c'est vite réglé finalement. Allez, on est reparti.
Can you drive to this one?
Show? The next fire. You should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Voilà, on est à l'usine d'Instate qui s'occupe des chauffe-eau. C'est un peu explosif ces temps-ci.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Ivan Rasick, ok. On va chercher ce monsieur. Petite pub pour les chauffe-eau.
New and improved model.
Nouveau modèle amélioré.
We're selling these like hotcakes.
Bon, je suis pas au bon endroit. On va laisser ces gens travailler. Manager, ok, faut aller par là.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle of wits because you're unarmed.
I'm at a loss.
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
Voilà, le responsable.
Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70.
Régulateur de pression. Ça s'ouvre facilement,
We have a
visiblement.
problem. This has been tampered with.
Quelqu'un a trafiqué.
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow.
Ouais.
It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
D'accord, ben, il a vu tout de suite qu'il y a un souci. Lui. D'être coopérant.
So you're
On va lui
telling
parler
me
de ce
that
nouveau
this
modèle
is
de
not
chauffe-eau.
manufacturing fault or service repair.
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Monsieur semble sûr de son modèle. Pourtant, ça a tendance à exploser ces temps-ci. Je vais mettre ça par là en doute, du coup.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
Mettre en place des
They're
vieux
not all
stocks.
safe either.
Are these diaphragms?
Les réparations.
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai... Faut que je fouille mon carnet. Révision faite par Matthew Ryan. Chauffe-eau révisé par Varley. Ça fait beaucoup de monde. Je vais voir si je peux pas l'accuser de mensonge. Et lui parler de ceux qui ont révisé. Mince. Ah!
I think you're lying, Rasick. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Eh ben, celui qui a révisé le chauffe-eau qui a explosé. On va citer Ryan.
What about Matthew Ryan?
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble. I know
Bingo.
that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasick?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Les installeurs. Donc on retrouve dans la liste.
This is a long shot. We are not gonna rouse that whole list.
Rapotage de son nom. Varley, Reginald, Ryan, Matthew.
Cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Bon, on va passer un petit coup de fil. Le téléphone est juste là.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Barley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter.
Oh.
Previous conviction for arson and
C'est rapide pour les
malicious
infos.
damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in
Ah, incendie
1942.
criminel pour.
4-year jail term.
Il y a 4 ans de prison pour Clemens.
Ryan
Elle a
Matthew.
tout ça sous les yeux, c'est
Charged
magique.
for contempt of court.
Ryan,
Attempted
outrage à la
murder.
cour, tentative de
Plea
meurtre.
bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley
Varley.
wanted for murder by Detroit Police
Cherché pour
Department.
meurtre.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Bon, on a déjà 3 installeurs qui sont en possession d'un casier judiciaire.
Rogues Gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Qu'est-ce qu'il peut m'en dire d'autre? Bon, c'est tout. C'est pas les casiers là. Bah voilà, il y a les noms des installeurs. On va les fouiller tout simplement. Ah.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and First.
Très bien, on nous dit où les trouver.
Beverly and Mariposa currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do. But my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show it and keep quiet.
Voilà, on va accéder à leur vestiaire.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Alors, Walter Clemens. Loi et autorité. Anarchie. Un track anarchiste.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Et rien d'autre pour lui. Ensuite, j'essaie de repérer les noms. Là, j'ai Matthew Ryan. Ouf. Visiblement, lui, c'est le fournisseur de tracts. Il en a des cartons. Donc là, on a
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist
lecture
machine.
distrayante. Ouais. Lui, c'est le fournisseur officiel des tracts. Ok. Anarchiste. Déjà, Ryan est plus suspect que Clemens. Et qu'est-ce qu'on a par ici? Reginald Varley. Il est là. Et on trouve le fameux piège anti-moustique qui permet l'allumage des explosions.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Bon, après, c'est pas parce qu'il en a avec lui que c'est forcément lui qui les utilise, mais bon.
I gotta
Comme
stop
un
by the
indice.
shop, make sure the orders are coming off the line. So if we're done,
Ouais, on a fini.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
On va aller revoir ses employés. Ah, encore un qui s'amuse à trafiquer la valve, visiblement. Pendant ce temps, alors, les lieux, l'usine Insta-Hit c'est fait, alors, elle est toujours pas barrée, je comprends pas. Bon, lieu de travail de Clemens déjà.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Clemens, bon, on va lui parler de Varley déjà.
No? Can't say I do.
Tu connais pas son collègue? Doute.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Et on a une déposition. Alors, son emploi.
Contract for them. So what?
Oh la tête qui fait, je mets ça par en doute.
Insta-Heat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watch it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Bon, visiblement il a brûlé une maison par vengeance. Mais bon, ça veut pas dire que c'est lui pour autant qui s'occupe du reste. Ok, je crois que c'est tout pour lui.
You know the way. You can drive.
Allez, on va choper Varley.
You're behind the wheel.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Ah, forcément, faut qu'il s'enfuit. Qu'une arrivée pareille. Oui, juste avant qu'il passe le coin. Nickel.
did you run from us, Marley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Farley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Ok, on reprend. On va laisser régler. Clemens, bizarrement, ça c'est pas barré. C'est pas grave, on va choper Ryan. Ryan qui est quand même le distributeur de tracks anarchistes. Qui a aussi un bon casier. Le petit Clemens, j'y crois pas pour les incendies. Ryan un peu plus. Et Varley, de toute façon, il sera entendu par Détroit. On va aller voir le délit en cours. Et après, il faudra choper Ryan.
Car 11 King responding. Go ahead, KGBL.
11 King, meet the officer, a hit-run felony at the intersection of 6th and...
Jesus Christ.
Notify the coroner's office.
It's not often you get them this easy. Driver left his car behind and hoofed it.
Any witnesses?
None of them saw the crash, but by the blood, I'd say the driver can't be too far.
Ok, on a un chauffard en fuite.
I saw a guy run up that alley.
Ah, merci au témoin. J'ai loupé une musique. Ah oui, trace de sang, effectivement. Ah là, on va suivre les traces. Il s'est appuyé contre le camion. Trace de main un peu plus loin. Jusqu'à cette benne. Alors, il est juste là. Il va encore se battre en plus. Mince. Wow, pourquoi ça réagit plus là? Ah, ça y est. Ouf. Bon, je l'ai évité celle-là. Allez, viens. Boum. Ça fait encore se battre avec un mec blessé, mais c'est incroyable ça. Quel drôle de justice.
I only fell asleep for a second. I've never had any trouble like this before, officer. Never,
William
ever.
Shelton?
Oh, Christ. It's you. Look, you gotta believe me. I'm no criminal.
Can you drive to this one?
En route. Faut choper Ryan.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said this.
Bitch.
Look what T.I.'s backyard was crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the man.
Oh là là, ma voiture tourne. Ma voiture tourne toujours moins vite que celle des autres. Ça m'éclate ça.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Allez, dégomme les pneus.
Get a target that isn't there, Phelps.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tire.
Pas le dépasser, c'est dingue ça. Ben voilà.
Put your hands in the air.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Insta-heat, Phelps. It was their boiler caused the fire.
You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Bon, des petits détails à régler visiblement. Avec Clemens, on va pouvoir aller au commissariat. Je vais perdre un peu de temps. Ouais, ok, il y a des tracts, ça j'avais compris, mais... Qu'est-ce que j'ai loupé alors pour lui? Ah, on peut observer l'objet en détail, mince. C'est le truc tout bête que j'ai dû louper avant.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Voilà, cette fois-ci ça devrait être mieux.
Hope that helps, officer.
Peut-être qu'il y a la même chose d'ailleurs chez Clemens. Voilà, cette fois c'est bon. Dernière chose, l'anti-moustique de Varley, parce que je peux pas tout simplement le sortir de sa boîte aussi. Ou est-ce qu'il y a autre chose que j'ai loupé? Non, il n'y a que ça déjà.
Barley has a problem with bugs.
Serpentin est bien dans la boîte, ok. Bon, voilà, j'avais été un peu vite sur les casiers la première fois.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Cette fois, c'est complet. Pourquoi je marche dans le mur?
You know the way. You can drive.
Donc on retourne voir Clemens pour terminer, je pense, son interrogatoire. C'est ce qu'il doit manqué sur son lieu de travail. Le voilà qui nous attend bien sagement. Ah bah voilà. Connaissance de
Do you
Ryan.
know Matthew Ryan?
No, don't know the name.
Là, c'est un mensonge, je suppose. Connaissance de Ryan. Puis vu sa tête. On va lui... Ah oui, j'ai les tracts, voilà. C'est ça que je
You
cherchais.
and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Alors, tract, anarchiste de Clemens.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
Voilà, comme ça, on a la déposition de Clemens.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Il nous confirme l'activité de Ryan. Non. Pour retourner au commissariat. Voilà, tout est barré. En route.
You're behind the wheel. I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Pas.
Coroner says it's going to be at least a week to get an idea.
Alors. Salle 2, j'ai Varley apparemment.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Donc lui il a été au Sawyer, chez les Sawyer.
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Donc là déjà il ment direct. On va lui parler de sa signature. Sur le papier d'entretien.
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Ils sont pas malins, niais comme ça. Évidemment qu'on l'a lu. Chauffe-eau révisé par Varley. Voilà.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweep. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Donc il a été réparé visiblement gratuitement offert, la réparation offerte par le fonds de rénovation. D'accord. Ensuite le fonds de rénovation.
Never. I got principles.
Alors là il ment si ce Clemens nous a dit le contraire.
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Varley, c'est celui qui reçoit les pots de vin. L'instat, Walter Clemens déclare que Reginald Varley lui a offert des pots de vin.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Et le modèle 70.
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
Ah oui, il avoue avoir déjà fait l'erreur.
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Je vais remettre le mensonge sur le tapis en parlant du serpentin que j'ai trouvé dans le casier.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. You found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Oh, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets.
Il l'a gardé pour Ryan en plus. Alors lui je vais le laisser, de toute façon il sera jugé par la police de Détroit pour meurtre. Et tout le monde me conduit vers Ryan visiblement. On va voir sa défense.
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Voilà, dans tous les cas lui déjà il est foutu. Alors, on trouve la salle numéro 1. Si je peux piéger Ryan, on aura une double inculpation. C'est de l'autre côté alors. Alors, interview on 2, c'est pas ça. Numéro 1. C'est juste là, voilà. Voilà Ryan. Dis-nous tout. Ça y est, je me disais à qui il ressemble ce mec. Et oui, c'est l'acteur qui joue dans Malcolm, qui fait le copain de Francis à l'armée. Alors, propagande anarchiste.
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part.
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Genre, il voit pas de quoi on parle. On veut lui en parler de ses tracts alors. Quel mouvement! Le mec il a des cartons plein le casier, il me dit quel mouvement. Track anarchiste, voilà.
Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
The guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
Il est bien en colère face au fournisseur de ce modèle Insta-Heat 70. Qu'est-ce qu'il va pouvoir nous en dire?
No, I don't.
Genre. Mensonge, on va lui reparler de la déposition du chef. C'est dit que c'est très simple. Surtout qu'il connaît très bien ce modèle, visiblement. C'est ce qu'il va nous dire juste avant. Alors, déposition, voilà, Ivan Razik. Il est facile de modifier le régulateur de pression.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Comment ça, rien? Là-dessus, par contre, j'ai pas grand-chose. Je vais mettre sa parole en doute.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Et occupation de tentative de meurtre. Donc il a un casier judiciaire lui. Eh ben, mensonge. L'info, je l'ai eu auparavant. Son casier. Hop, casier judiciaire de Ryan.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Donc il se venge de cette histoire là.
Face those water heater company.
Pour moi c'est lui le coupable.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. Do you hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Et puis voilà, victoire et compliment du chef. Matthew Ryan devra répondre de 4 chefs d'accusation pour meurtre face à un grand jury. Affaire classée 5 étoiles. Et bien voilà, fin de l'épisode et de l'enquête Le Gasier. Une nouvelle enquête la semaine prochaine sur Los Angeles Noir. C'était MrNeho sur Handicraft. À bientôt pour de nouvelles aventures. Ciao!